Hi Class 5, just a quick video modelling using the column method to add decimals today. The steps will seem quite similar to yesterday, so I'm just going to talk you through and hopefully this will make it easier for you to solve those problems that you've got in your work pack. So as with yesterday, the first step is to read the equation. This helps you familiarise yourself with the numbers that are in your equation and also the calculation that you're doing, be it addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. So we've got 3.72. This is our first addend, the first number in our addition equation. Add 1.46. This is our second addend, the second number in our addition equation. Equals, and then this space here is for me to write the sum of the two addends, the two numbers I'm adding together. That's step one done. Now I'm going to move on to step two, which is to place the digits of the first addend, that's this number here, into the columns according to their place value. As I did yesterday, before I start writing numbers, I'm just going to record the letters that symbolise the place value of each digit that I will be writing today. So we've not got anything greater than 1. So ones is my first column, pop in the decimal place there so I don't forget it, and then I've got both my numbers are two decimal places, so we've got tenths and hundredths. I could obviously, if I needed to, add thousandths and so on and so on. Or if we're looking at slightly larger numbers, I could have tens, hundreds over here as well. So I can now place my first addend into the right columns. I've got 3 ones, pop the decimal place in there so I don't forget it, 7 tenths and 2 hundredths. That's step 2 done. On to step 3, which is to repeat step 2, but this time with the second addend, so that's this number here. I've got 1 in the ones column, 4 in the tenths column, and 6 in the hundredths column. I can pop my symbol here, and I can use, yes, I know it's a protractor, you should be using a ruler, but I can use my ruler, my straight line, to draw my lovely row underneath for my recording of the sum. I'm going to pop the decimal place in there as well now so that I don't forget it. Otherwise I could do all the right calculations and record the wrong answer because I've forgotten my decimal place. Step 4, starting from the hundredths or the tenths, depending on the number of decimal places, I'm going to add one digit at a time to find the sum. So I'm going to work from the right hand side across to the left hand side, just like you would with subtraction or normal column addition. So I'm looking at my hundredths here. 2 hundredths add 6 hundredths are 8 hundredths. So that's an 8 going in that column there in the hundredths column. Then I can move one place to the left and I can now look at my tenths column. So I've got 7 tenths and 4 tenths. 7 add 4 is 11. Now, in the same way that I would for normal addition, I need to use carrying because we've crossed 10. This 11, the 10 is now a 1, so we'll pop that down there, and then we've obviously got 1 tenth. So 11 is now 1, 1, and 1 in the tenths column. I carry underneath my row for recording the answers. You can carry above if you want to, it's whatever you prefer. I find it easier to read if it's down here personally. Now I've added my tenths, I can move to my ones, not forgetting I've now got an extra 1 in this column because I've had to carry from the tenths. I'm going to do 3, add 1, which is 4, add my extra 1, which I've now done, so I can cross it out. That gives me 5, and there I have my sum, 5.18, which can go up here to complete my equation.